Hello, my fellow Americans. 'Tis I, the rumpled one. The First Amendment, freedom of speech. Oh, where do I begin? Once again, smoke and mirrors. Let's distract the American public. Well, you see, we had that missing plane over there in the Indian Ocean, Malaysian Airlines, whatever it was, and I mean, who was it? CNN. That's all they could focus on. You know, the economy? No. What? No. We gotta. This plane is more important. Well, you see, we had Bundy over there in Nevada. You know, stood up to the feds. The Oath Keepers came in, the militia, and the feds backed down. Feds got caught off guard. I already talked about that. But then he got up there and he started talking about the Negro and picking cotton, and maybe they were better off under slavery. Oh man, the outcry. But it didn't stop there. Then we get this tape recording of the owner of, what was it, the LA Clippers? Not only did they ban him from basketball for life because of what he said about he didn't want his ex-girlfriend or girlfriend or whatever have Instagrams with black people. They want to fine him $2.5 million. Now wait a minute. If you're going to kick me out, you ain't going to fine me. You can do one or the other, but not both. I mean, why should he have to pay a fine if they're going to kick him out? That just doesn't make any sense. He's paying a fine for exercising his First Amendment rights. I forget who it was, but he says, I might not like what you say, but I'll defend it to death. Your right to say it. Might have been Patrick Henry or one of them old guys back in the day. 1700s. Because they believed in individual right, individual freedom, individual strength. But somehow this country has gone the other way, 180 degrees, and now, oh, we can't hurt anybody's feelings. Of course I don't like what they said, because it applies to me. But the thing is, does it really affect me? No. Does it hurt me? No. Do I really care what somebody else thinks? No. But in this day of political correctness, and nobody gets left behind, and we're all the same, I mean, where does it stop? I mean, with cell phones, they can videotape you, they can record your voice, NSA eavesdropping. I mean, next thing is going to be like with that Tom Cruise movie, Vanilla Sky, Thought Crimes, 1984, George Orwell. You just think it, and they're going to probably arrest you. I mean, it's ridiculous. It really is. And I just want to know, where does it stop? Where does it stop? I mean, this guy's talking to his girlfriend. He didn't even know he was being recorded. Or even if he did he ever think it was a private conversation? Did he think it was going to go out in the public? And it's released in the public. We should be more upset over the fact that somebody took something private and made it public. That's the crime. Hey, everybody's allowed to believe what they want and think how they want. That's part of America, that we have these different views. And of course, though, with all this social, political correctness, if you say how you really feel, you could be ostracized. But the thing is, losing your job, losing a business, that is just not right. Because once you start moving the line, there's no stopping it. No stopping it at all. Like I said, you know, the whole thing about, what's the guy, Cleveland Bundy? talking about, you know, were the Negroes better off under slavery than they were under the slavery of food stamps and welfare? You see, he hit to a core thing. But, oh, you know, you can't talk about that because now you're a racist. See, that's the problem with America today. If there's a problem and you address it, you get labeled something. The messenger gets attacked. They don't focus on the issue. They focus on the messenger. And once you get labeled, then it's just like, well, we're not even going to listen to your argument. Hey, don't confuse me with the facts. No, you're a racist. No, we're not going to listen to you anymore. It's just ridiculous. And problems aren't getting solved. Anytime you point out statistics, they're going to label you a racist if they don't like the statistic. And then, where it really gets bad is that if you're a member of that group, you can talk about it. But if you're not, you can't. That's a double standard. That's hypocrisy. But that is the norm in 21st century America. The US of A. The land of the not free and the home of the slaves. Because like I've said in videos before, if you do not get to keep everything you earn, then you are a slave. Because the master's taking from you. It's that simple. You can't argue that fact. And it's just that we've been brainwashed and bamboozled ever since birth to believe in this law, in this government. It's just like, wait a minute. Why? Remember back in the olden days, they used to have the bumper sticker, question authority? That was back in the hippie days. Well, you know, the hippies had that right. I mean, question authority. Because the only thing that makes them authority is the fact that they probably have bigger and better guns than you do and a bigger army than you do. I mean, how can America be the police of the world? We got the best weapons. We got the best fighting machines. If China or Russia or somebody else were to have an equal or better fighting machine, guess what? They would then dictate how things go. And I use that word dictate on purpose because that's what happens. Those in authority dictate how you and I get to live, what we can and can't do, what we can and can't carry, what we can and can't eat, drink, smoke, what we can and can't build on our properties. I mean, the list goes on. What we can and can't kill, hunt, eat. It's ridiculous. All because we don't question authority. And like I said, you know, after you've been around the sun at least 50 times, you start to, if you've been paying attention, you start to wise up. That's why you hear them old people, they always sound wise, because now that I'm an old person, I understand. Because you've had it up to here, and after a certain point, it just finally hits you, it's all BS. All of it. I mean, Obama's just signing executive orders like he's giving out cotton candy to kids or something on Easter. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And nobody's stopping him. It's just nuts. Absolutely, positively nuts. And my fellow Americans, it is time. It's past time. The wake-up call's long overdue for you to wake up and smell the tyranny.